Easily some of the greatest and emotional moments in anime are the ones that you can really connect to and relate to. And I think that was really a solid case in Slow Loop, a series that aired in the Winter 22 anime season. This is a series that at face value is just cute girls doing cute things. Obviously, very cute characters, very cute character designs, animated in a very cute way, all doing fishing. But additionally, on top of that, having a core story about loss, coming together, and moving forward. But this is my review of this series, so let's jump right into it. Slow Loop follows a girl named Hiyori, and early on it kind of follows her as she's doing some fishing. It notes the fact that she has lost her father recently, and that here soon, she's apparently going to get a new sister and a new father because her mother is remarrying. Well, while she's fishing one day, this girl Koharu suddenly appears, tries to jump into the water, before asking Hiyori about fishing. And after some time spending together fishing for a little bit, Hiyori says, "I'm sorry, I gotta go because I gotta go meet my new sister and my new father." And Koharu's like, "Wow, that's convenient. I'm about to go meet my new sister and my new mother." Well, yes, it turns out to be these two are their new sisters. And what kind of transpires following this is kind of the two of them getting to know each other more, as well as additionally the two of them meeting their new mother and new father, and the goofy shenanigans they face going forward, moving on with their lives. We also meet some other side characters like Koi, who is a childhood friend of Hiyori. You get to learn about the difficulty that she faced and the idea that she never consoled and helped Hiyori after the loss of her father. You have Ichihana, who is a boat fisher, and her sister, who feels like she wants to learn about fishing, but feels like it's too much of a boys thing. Additionally, you also have, of course, the two parents of Hiyori and Koharu, and again, technically the difficulties they face and the idea of them not being accepted by one girl or the other. So my thoughts on Slow Loop. I absolutely adored this show. And again, I will fully admit that I think a lot of my love and joy that came from the show is a strong relation that I have to Hiyori. A relation to what she's going through. As it hits on really early on, this idea of her losing her father. Her father kind of shaped her in a lot of ways. The love that she has for fly fishing that she's doing is surrounding the idea that her father showed her how to do it. It was just something that they did together quite often. And so now having that thing that is now lost from her life, that void that has now been created due to the loss of him, is sort of a hole that she's slowly trying to figure out how she can fill it. And again, I think that's something that I relate to heavily because I've recently lost my father. And a lot of the things that he did that shaped me is now something that feels like it's sort of a void and sort of something that just reminds you a lot about what you've lost. Now, I don't want people to get the wrong impression here. This isn't a gloomy show or any stretch of the imagination. It's just a show that has a presence of a loss there. And because of that connection that I have to it, it's kind of difficult to watch. You do have those pain spikes that kind of come with it. I kind of told a couple people that were kind of in the same boat as I am that yes, you're probably going to cry whenever you have those moments where he already realizes, I have this void, I have this loss, or she recalls these moments with her father. It does bring that much out of you. But the thing I want to stress here is that it's not so much about dwelling on that aspect, but more so moving forward. This is a story about healing and moving forward. Koharu is the same issue. She's lost her sibling and her mother. But the whole idea there, the whole concept is coming together in pain, healing together, and moving forward. And I think the way this show portrays that is absolutely excellent. It acknowledges it. It obviously is a scar that's there, but it's not about replacing, but rather just kind of moving forward. And I think its ability to do that is not going to be equal to everybody, but at the same time, I think it fits for Hiyori and her situation. And I think that ability to move forward is a healing experience. Watching Hiyori, Koharu, and Koi come together and make new experiences and new memories going forward in a way of healing themselves is something that I really did love. And I think it does help to have really cute and very lovable characters to boot. While Hiyori does feel a little more tomboyish, she does have a lot of goofiness and quirks about her that just make her really lovable. You have Koharu, who's more of the Genki character, but thankfully not too hyper and too loud Genki. But she's definitely more on the kind of a ditzy side, even though she has these really cute and heartwarming moments about her as well. And like I said before, Koi is probably one of my favorite characters in the idea that she does have this guilt about herself, that she feels like she missed an opportunity to help Hiyori with her issues. It almost has a little bit of a jealousy in the idea that Koharu is able to pull Hiyori out of that darkness that she was never able to do, that she felt was almost impossible to do. But watching the three of these, additionally with other side characters, really kind of move forward, make these new memories, and have a lot of fun together was just an absolute joy to me. These are some really lovable characters, the characters that you really want to see what they do. And yes, the way to make those new memories and to facilitate that whole growth in these characters is really centered around fishing itself. Now, I will admit, I am not a huge fan of fishing. I find it extremely boring. But at the same time, watching a bunch of cute girls doing cute things makes things a lot more entertaining to watch. And yes, watching them explain different things about fishing, how to put on lure, which lure to use for which fish, is stuff that me personally, I'm probably never going to really retain in my head because I have zero desire to fish. It was a lot of fun watching them do it. But I will admit, and I felt it more so later on than anything, I started kind of getting bored of a lot of the fishing stuff. I will admit, of everything that I love about this show to death, I love the characters, I love the experiences, I love relating to that loss, and I love relating to that healing and that moving forward. The one thing that I didn't really care so much for was a lot of the fishing stuff, especially later on. It felt at some point I started getting a lot of fatigue around watching them talk about fishing stuff. But it doesn't put a damper on anything at all for me, really. At its core, it's still a fantastic show, just for the cute girls, just for the cute moments they have together, just for a lot of the funny and comedic beats that I had a lot of moments where I wasn't laughing out loud, but a lot of cases I was just smiling and really enjoying the moment with the characters. And experiencing that path to healing, I think, is something that will set the show aside as being a sort of a personal treasure of mine that I really did enjoy in the end. Even though, yes, for many points was really hard to watch. A lot of points I just got really super emotional, got teary-eyed over just, again, relating to the characters and what they're facing. I do have to give a lot of credit to Studio Connect. I think they did a really great job of portraying these characters. Their character designs are super cute, very lively, and they did a good job of keeping them on model. And I think that's an important thing to really do when it comes to cute girls doing cute things. They gotta look cute when they're doing cute things. And I think they did a really good job with that. There was a few points where I had to kind of remind myself that this wasn't Dogakobo, which Dogakobo is my studio for doing cute girls doing cute things, by the way. But yeah, that's my thoughts on Slow Loop. Again, if you're looking for cute girls doing cute things with fishing, if you're looking for a really solid story about loss and moving forward and healing together, but not being super deep about it, definitely check out Slow Loop. It was a special treasure of mine that I know it's not going to be the same for everybody, just because that relatability, I think, does add a lot to it, but it was definitely something that I'll treasure forever. But I hope you guys enjoy this video. As always, if you do want to support this channel, make sure to hit that like button down below and subscribe if you haven't already. We also have a link to our Patreon, our tips link in the description below, as well as a merch site. I hope you guys enjoyed. We definitely appreciate everybody that supports us, and y'all take care.